It was our second year traveling full-time as a family after we hit the road in 2016. We've dreamed of an adventure like this for as long as I can remember. Not just of all the places we would go, but the experiences we would have, the lessons we would learn, and the memories we'd make together. We endeavor to live life to the fullest, which means not taking a single moment for granted, because each moment is a precious gift. Our Jeep was our home for most of the year. Our bedrooms were the tents that we pitched amongst the most surreal landscapes and in some of the craziest weather. We replaced the gym with the mountains and our classroom with ancient ruins. We made new friends, tasted new foods, and longed to see what was beyond the horizon. We immersed ourselves in foreign cultures and pushed ourselves far outside of our comfort zones. We sought not just to simply exist, but to be fully alive.
Then you would get more and more adventurous, and you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now.
Welcome to another episode of
The Epic Family Road Trip.
In this week's episode, we're doing a review of the epic year that was 2017. We really hope you enjoy this week's video, and we hope it inspires you to do epic things with your family, even if it's in your own backyard. One of the questions we get asked the most is, what is your favorite place or memory from your trip? And that's one of the hardest questions to answer, but we're going to make an attempt and each share one of our favorite memories from 2017. One of my favorite memories was the chance to rescue 120 whales from a remote beach in New Zealand. It was really impactful on us, and we were thankful for the opportunity to help out. We just took down our camp in a hurry, even though we're booked in for another night. Our aunt from Australia said she heard on the news that 400 whales were beached down in a beach way up the coast here, and they all need to be rescued. So we thought we looked on the map and it's a couple hours drive, so we thought we're just gonna pack up as quick as we can and head up there. So that's where we're going now. We made it up to the beach where the whales are stranded. We can see them all out there. The tide is way out, so the Department of Conservation is taking volunteers out there in shifts, and so we're instructed to camp overnight, and then we're going to be on an early morning shift heading out to see if any whales didn't make it out when the tide came in.
So if you see a shark, please let people know. And if you hear anyone command shark, then let's just step back off onto the beach. Thank you so much for coming down. This is a tremendous response so early on a Saturday morning. Really appreciate your effort. This is the largest stranding on mainland New Zealand in recorded human history. So to be part of this, to play a part today, I'd really like to honour and respect your efforts in coming down and playing a part. Now we're all going to be playing a part today. What we've got about 100 live whales. They're almost 4 kilometres along the beach from here.
So we had a debriefing this morning, and it's a 4-kilometer walk along the beach, but we're out here now. You can see the whales that are still alive, and we're keeping them wet, putting water on their skin, and we're going to start rolling them over and digging a hole for their flappers. But you can see out here there's 100 plus, about 116 live whales, so that we got to keep hydrated all day until the tide comes in tonight. Hopefully then they can swim away. It's amazing, the tide came in. We were digging out a whale in a matter of 2-3 minutes. The tide's here, so we're hoping and praying that these guys can get out. We've kept them wet. They're all starting to move. Hopefully that's all it takes.
Tide came in like 20 seconds. I hope all these whales get out. Look at those ones over there, they're all moving.
Come on guys, you can get out.
Right now everyone's lined up over there. They're in a big human line to keep the whales from coming back inshore and to push them out.
One of my favorite memories of 2017 was jumping off of a perfectly good bridge over a river in Queenstown, New Zealand. But I can't just keep it to one memory. Surfing in Ahipara, New Zealand was amazing too.
My favorite memory was watching the kids knee-deep in mud planting rice in Indonesia and learning how to cook organic Balinese food. That was definitely one of my highlights.
Today we're learning how to cook Balinese food. I've got my traditional dress on and wearing an apron, the kids as well, and we're starting by working in the garden and picking vegetables for the meal, and then we're going to go back to the kitchen and get a lesson in how to cook it. What's in there, dude?
Coconut oil is what's frying it, then onions and garlic.
Yum. It smells good.
One of my favorite memories from 2017 was definitely snorkeling at the Poor Knights Islands off the coast of New Zealand.
It brings a tear to my eyes. To my eyes.
One of my favorite memories was staying with our friends in the Caymans. We got to go fishing, I caught a barracuda, and we got to go swimming with stingrays.
Those were just a few of our favorite memories from 2017. But when we talk about epic family road trip, we're talking epic. Our road trip took us over 50,000 kilometers, 32,000 plus miles, across 6 different countries. We drove from the very northernmost tip of New Zealand right down to Bluff in the very bottom of the South Island, and all points in between. We drove the Great Ocean Road of Australia from Adelaide to Melbourne and back. We drove all across the island of Bali. We drove across the Cayman Islands with our friends. And then when we got back to North America, we went from the tip of Newfoundland all the way across the continent to Vancouver, down to Portland, Oregon from the west coast, all the way back across to Portland, Maine on the east coast. We surfed in the Pacific Ocean, we surfed in the Atlantic Ocean, we got to go snowboarding in July at the top of Mount Hood. So many amazing memories, almost too many to count, but what an epic year it was. If you haven't already, we hope that you'll subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell to be notified when we post a video. We're doing 2 videos a week, plus a gear review video, which explains some of the gear that we use, the stuff that we've put to the test over the last 2 years traveling around the world. We hope you find them very informative so that you can get the right gear and equipment and tools for your next Epic Family road trip. We really love having all of you as part of the Epic family, and we hope you leave a comment to let us know you're here or ask a question if you have one. We love hearing from you. And in the meantime, we'll see you down the road.